All right, guys. So let's do something different here. Let's introduce each other. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, for example, Chris, he's our videographer, and he's like such a creative guy. He's actually going to school for these things and for this stuff, and he's crushing it. So that's his role. And
So this is Mario right here. He is the photographer.
wait, hold on. What's introduce
I'll
yourself?
introduce myself.
You're like this Abe.
We never introduced.
Anyway, so believe.
This is Abe. He is a visionary of Believe. This came to his heart to spread to the community, and he's pretty much the head honcho of everything, putting the team together and making sure everything goes as planned, with prayer, fasting, whatever it is. This guy is, the heart and soul to this this team. And
Yeah.
thanks.
This is Mario Lopez. He is the creative director here at Believe. He runs pretty much the whole creative side with his team. And yeah,
He's been doing such a great job.
everything you see on the
Yeah,
gram,
right.
this guy with the whole
Yeah.
aesthetic and whatnot.
Yeah.
Thanks, guys. Well, honestly, we can't go on and ignore our amazing team that we
Right.
that we all have.
Exactly.
In every team we have amazing people behind us. So we're so grateful for them, and we're so thankful. And honestly, there's nothing better than to do this with friends.
Right.
So
exactly.
honestly, this is a blessing to be able to have a something called Believe, and it's a worship night, and do it with our best friends and do it with
Right.
in family. So
Outside of Believe, we're
Yeah.
like amazing friends.
yeah, it's incredible. So Abe, let me ask you something, man. Like like he was saying, you're the visionary for this. God gave you a word 2 years ago,
Right.
and now for this third worship night,
Right.
God gave you something, a name, and kind of like a direction to go with this year, and it's
Right.
called Eden.
Right, right.
Can you just talk to us about what Eden
Yeah.
means and where are we going with this?
Yeah. So what we really just want to portray, and what we really want to frame for people is a perspective of what Eden looks like.
Yeah.
Chris made the video, and we really wanted people to feel how it would feel if we were in Eden, in that place.
Yeah.
And so I think, we were in actually my life group, and one of my people was giving a message, and then she said Eden, a place of presence. And it just really stuck to me at that moment, because I really wanted people to experience peace.
Yeah.
I really wanted people to experience just intimacy with God.
Yeah.
And so Eden, I want people to experience this atmosphere of just being in a place with intimacy and peace.
Yeah. Yeah.
And how would that look like? Like this.
Yeah.
And then, with worship and
Yeah.
everything that's planned for that day.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah, that's amazing. And I think it's amazing that you mentioned the word peace, because I believe that's a very unique and special way of describing His presence, the Holy Spirit.
Right.
So let's talk about the direction that we're going with this
Right.
with this creative look to this worship night, right? So we're going with a lot of white, a lot of simplicity, and you were mentioning peace, and I believe that really represents who the Holy Spirit is.
Right.
It's like a dove. It just comes so gently, and but His presence is there, and I feel like He's not making a whole mess and a whole show and lights to say that, hey, I'm here. He just shows up.
Right.
And I think in the simplicity in the way that He does it, but He just it's so clean and pure and peaceful, but the distortion that happens in a good way inside our hearts,
Right.
it's incredible.
Right.
I think it's amazing how God, we partner with God to be able to bring this out.
Right.
God, and we can share this, guys, but I believe that this night, in November, our next worship night, it's a night where the Holy Spirit is just gonna distort this whole room.
Right.
We believe it, and what's something that you believe that God's gonna do for this? We've seen God do amazing things on every belief.
Right.
But what's something that you feel in your heart that, man, God, this is gonna be the difference out of all this worship nights that we've had in the past?
Well, you want to answer that first?
Yeah, so one thing I told him was I think being intentional with the sense of carrying out the whole direction we're going towards artistically, carrying it out to Believe, whether it's, worship, the lobby design, our media, and just the presence that we're trying to set here and the atmosphere we're trying to set, you know, and just it's just you and God, you know. We're gonna try to put that, you know, as a team to put that together, and I believe, you know, God's gonna do the rest with that, you know.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. There's momentum in sound.
Yeah.
Right. Like there's momentum in masses of people, and my thing is, if we get people together, and we come together, and we experience and we receive the same thing, which is just peace, just peace. Like, that's all.
So good. Yeah. As we were talking, man, I really did feel this right now, actually. I feel like it's like a ripple effect, man. Like, we believe that what happens here is going to just make, it's like a sound wave.
Right.
There's a sound. It just kind of goes, right? And I feel like what's going to happen, like what God is doing is going to be exactly that.
Right.
And I can picture, like, you know, like where there's light, there are no shadows.
Right.
When light comes in a room, there's no such thing as shadows.
Right.
You know, because the whole room is lit up. So I believe that sometimes there's a lot of shadows in San Diego.
Right.
Like this light that tries to like shine and do these things, but there's always going to be a shadow because the wrong type of light, wrong type of source. But I believe that God, the Holy Spirit, is going to bring light into this place, and not just not into the place, but into every heart that will be here, and it'll be the ripple effect that a light is here will be taken out of here to a place where shadows will disappear.
Right.
You know, and I feel like that's something that God, I believe, is going to do.